brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the Seahawks, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To throw quickly, here's Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, Mariota. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Mariota to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Jones on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Come on, come on. Hey. 19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Throwing on 1st down. Vincent. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Vincent. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 10.
18 targets. Check contact.
Back to throw. Vincent. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vincent. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Vincent. Over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Vincent. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake, Mariota. He completes it to Beckham. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Now Mariota. Step under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throw it, Mariota. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Trey Nixon from 3 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's going to keep this again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Vincent. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
To throw on 2nd down, Vincent. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a battle.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. To this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Room here to run. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Mariota. That's into the hands of Pitts. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. He's got room at the 30. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line,
he's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back to throw. Vincent. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's Pollard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Vincent. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jamar Chase, 36 yards. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta regains possession of the football. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Falcons now.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Mariota. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Mariota. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. He's got a man. Complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To the air again, Mariota.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
50
Throwing to start the drive. Vincent to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Back to throw. Vincent. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Looking to throw. Vincent. His pass caught at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him any.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Calvin Ridley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. To throw Mariota. And he coughed it up.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Here's Jones. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard, a beautiful fake.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 155 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taking charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.